One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistent.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds his man. It's Law. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's McGowan. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the option. The pitch. Across the 25. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able...
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful routes.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looking for room, it's Turner. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Callaway. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Preston. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive.
Damn it.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. And off from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers what we got to be hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On the move at the 30. Made a defender miss. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Oh, so you're getting your TV.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Bader.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Preston. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Picks up the 1st down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Looking left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to
Is it coming through UPS or FedEx, Tater?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He'll toss it. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Makes the catch. It's Wilcox. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for room at the 30. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilcox. Touchdown, Kentucky! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of that.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half.
So it will be kind of hard.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next
Was my
drive.
seam staying there?
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success during the
Is that what you're saying?
We're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Barnes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught over the middle. It's Reed. Turning it on. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got the tight end outside. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. From the gun, the ground game. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Makes the grab on the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Grab behind the line. It's Preston. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Reed. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Oregon is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 21 to Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the option. He'll pitch it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. We saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Callaway. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Tulane right back to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep it.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
Third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fakes to grab. Knocked down for the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
42, Tulane, 28.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Turner. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Find some fresh air. Runs through a tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with